And we're live. That notification. Ads. And play some music. Which I can adjust independently to be, like, actually quiet enough for me to listen to, while loud enough for stream to hear. Hey, I'm on. Hey, Warren Burton. Good to see you. Hey, Meeple. Hello, hello. How's it going, everyone? Thank you, Zatex, for the tier 3 sub. 7 months. Hello, hello. Greatly appreciated. Hello yourself. Happy to have you. AC Bob. Hello, hello. Good gracious, the thickness. Yeah, people seem to like this model. Hey, Merrick. It was, I think, past your usual curfew, but I was on stream with Mouse on Danganronpa V3 yesterday. So, of course, I made an appropriate model for such an occasion. It does actually have 2 different versions as well. You got the culprit version in there as well, because you gotta have that in there, naturally. Music loud indeed. Does it need to be quieter again? I turned it down. Does it? Well, actually, hold on, let me. Let me know if it's still too loud. It looks like it's about my volume, so let's just... Why'd it have to be her? Because I thought it would be funny. He took some liberties with the bottom heaviness there. Well, anime almost never supplies, so I have to get high on my own supply, I suppose. I am really happy with this model, though. We've been cooking lately, man. We've been Anonymous Jelly just going full Amos in that image, yeah. Pretty good. It's pretty good. The sharp lines and everything. It's really rough, honestly, in a lot of different places, but like you don't really see any of that. It turned out pretty good. I'm really happy with this, especially the skirt. Look at this. I suck at drawing pleated skirts. How the hell did I do this? I just went more angular, honestly. That's the trick, really. Whenever I'm struggling with my art, I just need to go a little more angular and then accept that it'll be fine. Who's the stand and who's the user? Oh. Why? Yeah, I've been cooking lately. I've really been loving the last couple of models I made. I need to make a new art model at some point, though, because I'm not super fond of the old style of models anymore, and I gotta come up with something to replace this one. It does the job for now, but I don't love it. I never really have. That art model is out of date. Did Gumfuck not tell you? I also have this one for Walrus' streams. I'm really happy with how this one came together. It's a really fun one to make. Does this one also have another Erica behind it? I think it does. I finally have the reference. Yeah, you played Ace Attorney now. Got the little popsicle stick there. People really like the Jellica. I also really like the Jellica. It's very fun. I think all the models match really did make them all outdated at the same time. Yep. Gotta refresh the whole stock. Because some of these are just... Well, I don't hate all of them. I still quite like this one. You know? I just feel like at a certain point it got a little stale. You know? Jelly Knight, my beloved. I didn't really get to use this one very much. Yeah. Turned out quite well. Thank you, dude, for the tier 1 sub. 13 months, a little over a year. My favorite models in this style, quote-unquote, tend to be the ones that, like, break the mold and don't adhere to the style as much. Like, this one's going lineless. It's got like the sketchy eye style. These are still some of my favorite models. I'm still personally very impressed that we managed to pull this off. These were ridiculous. The PNG lion on the belt loves thinking outside the bag. I do. I really do. Timely for the Sifu streams. I think around here is when I started to get bored with the format. This I really didn't love this model. This one really felt like I was sort of going through the motions. For the Ace Combat model, didn't love this one. This one felt kind of eh. I think color-wise it's just a little bland. And then I think where I reached, like, yeah, you can tell, okay, so I made this model, or these two models rather, but I made this one and I realized this is probably like the furthest I can go within this format if I'm just sticking to this, which granted, this is still, I still really love this model. I'm sad it didn't get a lot of use, but like, damn if it doesn't look good with all those little pouches and all the little bullshit going on. But then we made this one and I was like, yeah, this is okay, but it does not spark joy. And from that point forward, we have not stuck to the formula ever since. We had this one, then we had the Subnautica model, which I forgot this had little air bubbles that it breathes out. I forgot about that. Metro's on the to-play list. You can bust out the model. Well, here's the thing. I would probably just remake it in my current style if I did that. Then I really went above and beyond with this one. This was a big turning point, actually. Because this is when I realized, oh, hey, it doesn't actually look that janky if I try and incorporate a little bit of, like, animation into my models. Like, I can pretty reliably add that in some ways. And then I also started to play around with the format entirely. And then, of course, I realized that after this model could bob up and down, I realized I could do way more with the Autotube itself. I had this one that I still quite love. I'm really, really happy with it. This is probably one of my favorite models I've ever made. But I feel like I could say that about the past, like, 10 models or so. 5 to 10 models. Is that a Wii racing controller? Yeah, it's a you know, Mario Kart Wii racing wheel. You didn't know that? Were you not there whenever we were making this? Then we had Sonic Month, and Lurf made these models, which this one kicks ass. It has so much more. And of course, the Silly. I won't lie. I do think that the Silly is probably my favorite model that I've ever made. I could not explain what it is. Where's the Sirius? The Sirius isn't in the room with us right now. I don't know what it is about the Silly. Did you show the stylish of the Devil one? I didn't. No. Where is that one? Here it is. Yeah. I think I did this one because it goes from here directly to here. And I did this and I was like, man, it's a lot more fun to like imitate like the style of things rather than just wear the outfit. You know what I mean? That's a way more fun thing to do. At least for me. This one. Very timely. Anyway, that's enough taking a little trip down memory lane. We'll address that whole deal later. For now, we have a model to work on. That probably, I say probably, most likely will not take us that long. So, next up on the docket, we got Cave Story. One of the indie game classics. Some may even say one of the game of all time. With an entire wrap walkthrough as of recently that I think if I get stuck, maybe we'll have to use. Now, I said before we had this stream, a couple streams ago, that I had a pretty solid idea of what I wanted to do. And I have narrowed it down to 3 core ideas. All right. So this is quote. He's your player character. Okay. I haven't listened to the rap album, but the concept just makes me smile. Same here. I haven't listened to it either. Although in my case, I probably would have listened to it if I wasn't streaming it, but I wanted to go in relatively blind. This is quote. He's a little guy. Specifically, these are the Cave Story Plus. This is the Cave Story Plus, I think the Wii version as well for the port. I think this is the Cave Story Plus regular sprite, and then this is the Wii version of his character portrait. Let me find what his original sprite looks like, because he used to be much more of a little guy. Let me, where is he? Let me make sure I'm pasting him on the right layer. Oh, well, quite large. But this is what he originally looked like. Very, very simple. Very effective pixel art as well, considering the size of it all. Hey Toby, good to see ya. Now, see, when you redeemed the game, you just said Cave Story. I don't know if you have a particular preference, like, do you want me to get the original? Because that is possible. Do you want specifically the remake, Cave Story Plus? That one's on Steam. I'm not sure which one we're going for there in terms of what we're playing. So I'll defer to your judgment there. But we are probably going to be modeling our model after the Cave Story Plus sprite work, if that's the direction we end up going. Now, real quick, I think I redeemed it because you said you wanted to play it, so dealer's choice. I was hoping you would pick because I wasn't sure which one to go with. Damn. Anyway, I've got two ideas. For the way that we could go with this. All right, either we could go for a little quote styled jelly, right? Which I would obviously try to adapt in this little. Is this 16 by 16? Cave Story Plus for true ending. Ooh. Is that what this is? 16 by 16? Let me count. Hold on. Stand back. I miscounted one there. Okay, so it's 60. Yeah, he's 16 tall. That could be fun to play around with. It would probably be very difficult. Thank you, Little Cactus, for tier 1 sub. 7 months. I had a vivid dream about a crossover episode between the Great Ace Attorney and Scooby-Doo. Zeke and Shaggy fell into a weird whirlpool and came out as one being that constantly kept repeating the phrase, "Van Zoink, Scoob. That's like a totally guilty ghoul. I am glad I woke up." I see. That does sound like quite the dream. Van Zoink. Okay. All right. Okay. So we could do a little quote style jelly, right? Which I would be happy with. I think that brings joy, especially with the facial markings. This is a cute little sketch. I quite like it. However, quote, if you didn't know this, that's a little robot boy, right? That's a little robot boy. And I thought, you know, on occasion, I myself am a little robot boy. So I could make a little robot jelly, perhaps. You know, I could go that direction with it as well. Should commit to the pixel art. You love the robot model this much? I do really love the robot model. It's like, I've said on multiple occasions that it's good enough that I've considered making it like the design. I'm really, really happy with it. I wouldn't go through with it, but damn, it's a really, really fun design. I think I'm just especially proud of it because of the like heartbeat monitor thing, like the little sine wave screen on its chest. I think that's a lot of fun. I think we're definitely gonna stick with the pixel art limitation. Try it for a month and see how it feels. I don't know. I say that because I think it would be fun, but I think I would feel more limited by, you know, being a robot and having to adapt that in a variety of ways. I like the free form nature that just being a bag gives me, because then sometimes I can be a robot if I so please. The music stop? It did not. This the Transistor soundtrack just has a real long one. There we go. Okay, so the reason, so we've got these two ideas. Where's the quote jelly or the robot jelly? Well, I guess they're both technically robot jellies, but you understand my meaning. And we could either go for a little guy in terms of mimicking one of the sprites. Are these, how big is this guy? Are you, oh no, you're like twice the size that you should be, huh? Let me just let me nearest neighbor you and make you half of your size real quick. Expecting a girl option? There's no girl option this time. I've been a girl too often lately. Little options, scale, 50%, 50%. All right, are you a little 32 by 32 guy? Is that your new size? Looks to be. Yeah. Okay. It says 31. I think we could try and go for a little 32 by 32 jelly. Obviously, we would need to, you know, scale up the final product. Jelly, I scarcely recognize you anymore. God, what's going on here, man? What's going on? I was in Mouse Chord the other day. I say the other day when Joe was playing Ace Attorney, and you know, as one does when they're playing Ace Attorney, I was like, oh, these two men should kiss each other, and Clearer like clutched their pearls at the thought of me saying such a thing. Am I not allowed to diversify? Am I just locked into one like handful of character traits? Like I'm sort of like I'm a fucking Persona character, and I'm supposed to talk about that every single time we have a social link? I'm multi-dimensional. Thank you very much. I had a 3D model just last month. All right, I think I don't understand the mouse chord objection. What's the point of Ace Attorney without Yaoi? Exactly. Thank you, Merrick. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Not that like they were also doing it. I think they were just scared because I was doing it as well. I think Clear said something along the lines of, Jelly, I didn't even know you acknowledged men. Which is usually true, but come on. It's like watching Death Note and not rooting for the... Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so which one are we more partial to? Well, okay, the third option, and the reason why this is here, is not the girl option. It is, we could also do one of the little talk sprites, which would be a lot more difficult, because this would require me to actually have an understanding of shading and pixel art on a much more intensive level. But it also would allow me to be a little bigger and have more expressiveness to the model. Because I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make this a little more interesting. Because I was looking at the game, this guy doesn't have any idle animations. He's got a little walking animation, but he doesn't do the classic pixel art bob, as it were. when they're standing in place. You know the little where let me grab them. Hold on. Sorry, give me a moment. I gotta play with my puppets real quick. You know the little you know. One of those deals. They don't do that. You could also do a Balrog if you're willing to dip into other characters. I could do a Balrog. Although I could just, like, not necessarily copy quote exactly, but, like, try and distill the essence of this style of pixel art. Please keep the mechanical gear sound effects. I think that would be a really bad stream experience, personally. I think we could probably work within the limitations of 32 by 32 two-tone coloring from the looks of it. Right? I think we could pretty reliably get that. And you know what? I'm making the decision here because I think there is a boring route available to us, which is to use the quote jelly that would allow me to essentially just slightly modify this model, like the existing sprite, and get something that looks relatively competent. I'm saying, throw that out the window. I don't want it. We can't do that. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna make a little 32 by 32 little robo jelly pixel art. Or die trying, I suppose. Because 32 by 32 is that's not a lot. That's very... I draw small. This was the smallest I could draw here. And this is a lot bigger than 32 by 32. By the end of the stream, you'll be saying this is my favorite model anyway, so just pick whatever your heart desires regardless of difficulty. I mean, you're being a little coy about it, but that kind of is what always happens. There's something about having to draw it on stream that kind of like forces me to commit and find a way to pull off whatever bullshit my heart desires, even if I don't believe I'm capable of doing so. It's happened many, many, many times before. It's honestly a little impressive, I think. Are you gonna draw it first, then pixelate it, or are you gonna draw it pixel by pixel? I think at a size this small, I would probably have to draw it at 32 by 32. Because unless I was drawing at 64 by 64 or some other increment, and, you know, still drawing at a... I would essentially need to draw it pixel by pixel anyway, because then I would scale it down. Homestuck Larva came out great, and that was like 6 pixels tall. Okay, but also that was what happened when we took a model and scaled it to nearest neighbor by... You know what? Let's see what happens if we do that to Miyu here. Let's grab her and scale her down and see what happens. Okay, maybe not the whole... You know what? Let's grab the silly. Let's grab the silly. The silly is made to be squished. Let us squish the silly. Why are there so many things here? There we go. Let us make a bug. Okay, well that didn't really matter all that much. What if we did 10%, 10%? I don't remember how we did it, honestly. Did I have a thing that let me just scale it by 50%? Because this isn't really... It's not having the same effect that I remember the Homestuck model having. Is there a right-click scale? 64 bits. 32 bits. What if we do 5 by 5? Oh. Oh, he has seen the horrors. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Image, scale image to new size, set units to pixels. So, image, scale image to new size. Okay, well that's gonna grab the whole canvas. So let me open up specifically the document for the silly real quick so that we can see what this would look like. Stream assets, yada to jelly, new model, Sonic, and then we will take open.png. Well, even then, it's not, you know, let's crop him real quick. Let's crop him. Let's get him to a nice, even selection. I do need to finish Satisfactory at some point, yes. I'd really like to. Okay. Needs to be 690. 690. All right. Create a file is the jelly equivalent of Walrus's PowerPoint presentation. Is it that bad that I have so many on one file? Is that a bad thing? All right, we have successfully contained the silly. Now it is time to compress him. We're going to crush him with a hydraulic press. Now, what did you say to do, Pub? Scale image to new size, set units to pixels. Pixel dimensions. Okay, he's 690 by 690. We will now scale him to 32 by 32. Oh. Oh, goodness gracious. Set the filter to nearest... Right. That would probably help. It would probably help to do that. Image. Scale image to new size. Filter nearest neighbor. There we go. Forgot about that. Oh. The tiny. The ittiest bittiest. You can still kind of make it out. That's not silly, that's just why. I think from here you could go pixel by pixel to refine it. Possibly? That's not a bad idea. Huh. Start out, draw the full thing, scale it down, and then clean up? That's not a bad idea. I could work with that. We could try that, yeah. Okay, well, if that's the case, we're going to need a new file. Let's... Image, scale image to new size. Let's set this to what's a multiple of 32. You only have to draw the outlines too, since coloring has to be cleaned up afterwards too. A multiple of 32 that I can use. 256? We'll do 256. That sounds reasonable. No, I want 256 by 256. Okay. Alright. I can work with this. This seems reasonable enough. And then we scale it down afterwards. Okay. Alright, nice. So then we're gonna go with this guy. We're gonna go with this guy. The little robot fella. Because I do love the little robot fella quite a lot. So we'll just snag this whole group here. Give them a quick yoink and paste you all on in here. See, and then once we have it scaled up like this, we realize, whoa, we actually have a lot of room to work with. All right. So There is a lot of charm in the little 16-bit sprite, though. That's quite nice. Man, my wrist is hurting. That's not good. I should probably be careful about that. We will not be needing you, so goodbye. And we're gonna make sure that you're just a little guy on your own little selection layer. And we don't need you, so we're just trying to make you, basically. Maybe we can widen you a little. And then scale you up like so. "16-bit sprite looks a bit like a Pixar lamp in disguise." I see it. I do see it a little. Alright. Now he is 32 by 32, but it doesn't. He was 31 tall. So it doesn't look like we're, you know, we don't need to use all 32 just because it's 32 by 32. Let's work with what we got. And we're going to be scaling him up as well. So, no. I'm going to stop myself right now. I'm going to stop myself on that one. I will not fall into that trap. You use a sharp brush. Now, when you say sharp, do you mean like this one that's like fine point? Well, hold on. Make sure that I'm on the right layer. This one's like fine point. Well, that's not... No, that one sucks. Do you mean one that doesn't use aliasing? Like this? Or do you mean that I should probably just be using a pixel brush anyway? I should probably just be using a pixel brush anyway. Okay, we'll start with a sketch either way, though. Which, let me make this background a little gray so it doesn't hurt my eyes as much. Alright. So, I'm just going to be my little robot guy because I want him on screen as a visual reference, and I don't want to pull him into the document. Pull this up real quick. Alright, so what are the most important components here? We're going to need a wide head, because that's consistent. The wide head and real thin body proportionally. The head is about 3 times as wide as the body. Finally, widescreen. Actually, the screen is the one thing that's getting smaller, perhaps. I would still like to have a functional screen, though. I think that would be very fun. If a little difficult on a 32 by 32 model. But let's just draw, and then we'll figure out how that's going to work later. That's a problem for cleanup jelly, you know? I'm going to use a lot of straight lines, too. The thing is, I already kind of drew this guy, and I kind of like his shapes already. Do we need to improve on this? Have I already kind of drawn it? Maybe fudge it a little, keep the top of head within the box, but have the antenna sticking beyond it? We could work with that, maybe. Yeah, we could do that. That's possible. I mean, you know what? I'm just going to squish this guy down to 32 by 32, because I feel like this is already a pretty workable sketch, all things considered. Right? We kind of already got the general outline and shape that we're looking for here, you know? Image, scale image to new size, 32 by 32. See what happens to him. Okay, so he got a little squished. He got a little a little bit squished. Just a teensy bit. Just an itty bitty little teensy tiny bit. But we can work with that. Now, is something we have to consider. There is no line art. It's lineless in Cave Story. Okay. Given that that's the case, let's go a little lighter on the gray here because we're going to be using that gray probably. Or do we steal his skin? Since he's a robot. No, we're sticking to it's my design. It's my design. It's me. Do I have the robot on this document? Fuck. It's fine. We can work with this. I'll live. It's just grays. We're gonna take the antenna. We gotta go maximalist here. The antenna is just gonna need to stick out by like 1, really. I need guideposts as well. I would like to know where the center of my drawing is. Second. Not exactly the center. But like, if we wanted to actually center it, we would need to go more like that. But with 32 by 32, there's not actually going to be a center, which will tilt me just a little bit. So we'll just pretend that's the center and work from there. We can use symmetry to help us quite a lot. This is gonna be hard. Pixel art's fucking difficult as hell. I don't know if any of you know this. It's really fucking hard. You can always make a center by drawing it at 31 by 31. You drive a hard bargain, Zetex. You drive a very hard bargain. But I think that we're going to be within 32 by 32 regardless, so we don't need to worry about that. So let's see here. Let's outline our pieces. We need our head. That 21, which means that this would need to be 10. 10? Nice, okay. And ideally it would be like, you know, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Top as well. This music is from the Talos Principle. This one is from Chicory: A Colorful Tale. With our large general shapes. Okay. It's gonna go like that. And then we need a darker gray. What's the sprite you're using as reference? I guess quotes Cave Story Plus model. Set that to 70%. Also set you to 70%. So you can see the sketch underneath to some degree. We will make this yay long? No. See, I never actually defined the little bottom part with the wheel. That was always, I think, like, Flora drew that once, and I was like, yeah, that's canon, I like that. How do I want to do this? So why is this on? Oh, because of the arms, right? Yeah, I can get down with that. Square, rectangle. The sketch underneath is giving it like a texture that I really kind of love, even though it won't be in the final version. Then we're gonna go back to this. Thinking something like that. This is looking pretty good so far, even though it's just our general outline. I don't think I like that. I think I want it more blocky. And also, we don't want it front-facing. Which should be easy enough. Give me one moment. You just, nope. Grab you, move you in 1 pixel. Nope, incorrect. Grab you, move you in pixel. Go to the torso. Do. And that like so. That's not right. Oh no, it is, because it's just, yeah, that coming through underneath. And you, erase that. There we go. You moved back out. Why? Then we can erase that. When did the hands get misaligned? Oh, because they're on a different layer. That's when and why. Okay. Turn the opacity down on everything. I mean, it's looking pretty good so far. Looking pretty good. There's not, I mean, we haven't really done enough that it could probably look bad. So let's define this head a little more because we want it to. That's like a bit much. Okay. Where is my yellow? Where's my iconic yellow? I have seen how wide their heads are. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. The sillies will have a good example of the yellow because they're nice and solid. Good old lemon chiffon. Right. That will be yellow. And we need a screen on the chest. How do we want to do the screen? I think that works. That accomplishes our purposes pretty well, I would say. Right? I'm gonna put this in a group layer real quick, just for the ease of being able to grab bits and pieces of it. Give me 1 second, please. Hold on. All right. Where was I? Right, I'm putting all these in a group so that I can manipulate the parts individually. Because I want to make the head move up a little. Scooch ya. I can make the neck a little more pronounced. I'm gonna merge you two since you're the same color. It'll be underbody, body. Let's make sure the body is above the underbody. No, never mind. I guess that goes above. Screen and lights. We want lights on the chest as well, which how do we want to do this? Is the question. Because I have it sort of, you know, at a regular oscillation. I think we just go straight normally. And then maybe when I'm talking, we have it cycle through like that. Like I have on this model. I could have it, rather... like that. That could work. So we'll just have a line through it for now. And then the eyes. Which... Where's quote? Where did I put him? There he is. No, that's not right. That's not who I was looking for. Oh my god, he's been compressed. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, we turned him into a mallet. Good lord. Kind of impressive that that's still recognizable as quote, though. Right? Like, a little impressive that someone would probably be able to look at that and be like, oh, that's quote. That's quote for sure. CEOs in deep sea subs. God damn. God damn. What was I looking for? Why did I want to see quote? I don't remember. The eyes, right. I see. They're just sort of like 3x5 little. Like that kind of. And then we could do like that, and then looking at chat, or you know, looking at you. That can work. I can live with that. No, well, that does give it a little texture. Hold on. We'll consider that. L-shape eyes, maybe? Possibly. I do want to define the head a little more, though. I think I want it to be a little wider like that. And then... It's going to be a little hard because they only do two-tone here. I'm going to need to define... I'll figure it out. For now, let's find a tone between these two. A group layer. Nope, wrong, incorrect. We also do want this to come up. I specifically wanted this to come up one further. So that I could separate it. Like so. And I hit that. And I also want... No, I should probably be doing it like that. Now we have to do shading, and I don't like shading. Shading is scary. Kawaii. Well, not a lot of shading, really. Kind of just like, you know, that's the edge, so that gets filled in. Although in this case, it kind of feels like it should be the opposite. Yeah, it definitely should be the opposite there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. The head will be probably... Well, I said that, but it kind of seemed like it was just fine. It's looking decent enough so far. I do want on the underbody there to be some of the base gray here specifically. How do I want to do that? Because I don't want it to seem like it's front-facing. Just do it like that, and then have like a lighter tone that makes it look like a little spoke, and hold on. How exactly do I want this to look? I think you need to see the whole wheel. Is this robot rolling or cycling? Rolling, I would assume. I don't think that's doing what I want it to. But I also think I want this to be darker in general as well. So it reads more like a tire. Have you considered having 2 spokes from the body instead of just 1? I haven't considered that, but I will say I am very much attached to the 1 spoke. Okay, well that was relatively painless. Probably just mirror it, honestly. It's not looking too bad. It's shaping up. I don't love how the head looks right now. Why don't I love how the head looks right now? I think I know what it is. Let me try something. I think, yeah, the gray line at the top is too much for this stylization. That's one thing for sure. No. Where is it? That didn't fix it like I thought it would. That didn't make it look any better. The main problem with the head is that it looks like two giant containers holding the eyes in. I don't know that I necessarily see that, personally. Make sure this is... Okay, well, no. I need a color... Excuse me, that isn't white, so that I can... like in your high-res VTuber, the lines go behind the eyes. Oh! Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. So maybe we could, Hold on. I also noticed the lines on my VTuber don't go all the way up. But here's the thing, that now makes it look like I got a big old mouth and then that's a nose there in the middle. Which I don't hate, all things considered. It does look a little silly. No. I think it looks fine. I'm not necessarily finding any particular fault with this. I think right now I'm in a stage where I feel like I have to fuss because there's no way it came together that quickly. Oh, I put those in the lights layer. That's annoying. Oh well. And the eyes would be like that. And then when I'm looking at chat, like that. Maybe we need to be... I like the too tall. Could totally make a scuffed pixel swirl. I could, but I don't like how that looks. Like that? No. I like that more. I mean, like... kind of feels like we got it, right? $8462 or 8426. Nah, the little line eyes work better. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we got it. Gray line at the bottom. No, I'm seeing that as well, Merrick. I'm seeing that as well. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but I am seeing it. Now I'm gonna risk it all, because I think this should be a lighter color. Okay, well.
Open your eyes, open up the clear blue sky. I'll
I am going to animate the screen, yes. There we go. That's better. That's better. I like that contrast a lot more. That looks better. Okay. Better quote real quick. I think we got it. Really. Tiny 1 pixel up, 1 pixel down across the idle screen might be cute. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. Although what I would like to do... grab this. That. I want to do a little, Oh. Oh, no. One of those. And then whenever he's looking at the screen, let me go to the lights real quick. I can, oh, right. Shit. That's fine. Right there. And something like that, and then have that scroll across. I'm wondering if I could have him bob and, like, have different part. How can I make it seem more robotic? I think what I could do... I should separate the arms to their own layer. Two pixel long wave could scroll really nicely too. Yeah. And then, ooh, do I want to incorporate what I have with this model, where whenever I blink, it turns red for a sec? I would also need to... I'm not sure I love this. Never read that as blinking. Always thought it was... No, it's not meant to be a blink. I call it a blink because it uses the blink function of what is it? Of the auto tube to activate it. I have the blink is set to random intervals, and instead of having this model blink, I have it flash. Either way, I don't know how you guys are feeling, but, like, I feel like we kind of got it, right? I feel like we kind of got it. I feel like now we just need to animate it, really. Kind of got it in one there. figure out how I want to animate it, I suppose. Right. This is from Lies of P. Let me save real quick. I'll save as Dream Assets. Jellybot 32. I did really like how it looked at the sketch just barely overlaying it, adding a little noise. Yeah, I did like that as well. Although if we're trying to imitate the style of Cave Story specifically, we want... Well... I also like that quite a lot. Can we... Hold on, let me hit him with it real quick. Filter. Let me Control-C, Control-V him. Flatten him into his own layer. And I hit him with a filter. Other random noise. Okay, well, maybe not to that level. Didn't quite work. Well, give me a second. I have an idea. Oh, that didn't select it correctly at all. Like, not even a little did that select it correctly. Tool options. Reference. Regions in the active layer. Threshold. Does making that bigger make it more exclusive or less exclusive? How is it missing those specific pixels? You know what? Let's not fuss with that. Let's not worry about it. I'll just do it manually. Hello? Oh, right. It's inverted. I'm going to exclude those from the selection. There we go. I don't know why I thought I don't know why I was worried about this model. I think I'm just a worrier, you know? I think I'm just a worrier. Okay, so that's how it looks if we add a little random noise, which the random noise is rainbow colored, unfortunately. What if? Hold on. Hold on. Can I remove the color from the layer? Hold on, hold on, hold on. I have an idea, I have an idea. Filter, artistic. Index colors. That's not what I was looking for, but that looks interesting. Filter, colors. Color to alpha. Oh my god. Oh! Oh, wow. I'm gonna have to play around with that. Look at that. Hold on a minute. Wait a second. I really like how that blue looks. Wow, hold on. I'm not touching a damn thing. I'm not touching a damn thing. That looks really good. That looks really good. I'm not touching a damn thing. Whatever the hell just happened, that's it. That's what we're going with. Why did that happen? Oh, it's because I set this to a darken layer over the... That's fun. That's very fun. Now I just need to... I need to have that happen on the regular model. Like that. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, this is going to be difficult. Let me try something real quick. I'm going to set this one to a darken layer. I'm going to filter it, filter colors, color to alpha. Like so. Okay. Now, if I were to say... Grab this. We're doing a lot of, like, grabbing a group and turning it into a not group. If I were to turn this into its own thing, and then exclude that... No, it gets misaligned. So I would need to grab both of them. I think it would only be... like that. Now, is this little 1 pixel bob enough? Because I'm having the idea that maybe the arms could bob independently of it, but like... That's what I was thinking, have the body and head move separately. No, the screen is 100% getting animated, yeah. I'm thinking that's just the idle bob there. Body goes down, head goes down, they both go up and it loops. So, something like, this is gonna be so fucking scuffed. That goes down. Enter. Hold on. I like that. We will definitely be doing that, yes. For sure. And I really like those colors, damn. I think instead of, here's what we can do instead of putting a filter over it, we can just change the colors since we like these ones. You know? This might be a fun idea. What if you make the screen track the history of your audio, so if you keep talking it stays high, but it goes low if you stop talking? That is essentially a more complicated version of what I would actually be doing, which is a low-resolution version of this model, where when I'm talking, it goes more erratic, and when I'm not talking, little sine wave. So let's grab that. Grab you. And you are now going to be blue. He's blue for an amazing reason. All right. That part done. This part's going to be a little more difficult. Well, not really. It's just going to be more involved. That's all. Rid of this one. Right. No. There's the wheel. That. That. Wow. It's kind of fucked up how much better the blue looks. I really need to stop using grays, honestly. Me whenever I'm the enemy AI in XCOM Enemy Unknown. No, wait, they're not called grays, they're called sectoids. Fuck. Scrap the joke, scrap the joke. Me whenever I'm designing the enemy classes for the XCOM remake. I really need to stop using grays. Just like that. Do. Can you tell Walrus Lady that you need to commit to this kind of jokes? Yeah, but sometimes it's funnier to be inconsistent. You can't hold me accountable for things I say on stream. I learned from Mouse that that's not allowed. Oh, right, I fucked up. Okay, we're just gonna delete the lights for now. We'll add those back in a second. Because right now I just need to get the screens proper. Why is that happening? Oh, right, because the layer above. Yeah. There we go. It's crazy how much better that looks. Holy shit. That's so good. That's so good. God damn. No, we need a group layer, not a clone layer. Thank you. Alright. Then we need our yellow. Which I don't think is affected by the alpha change at all. It is not. So we won't worry about it. Like, look at that! That's so much better! Holy shit! Color theory is stupid. Whoever invented it is a genius. You know what? I think that can just be solid. That can just be a solid color. It doesn't need to have a little shine to it. That's fine. Okay. Sorry. Had to do a stretch. And then we want this to be closed. And then you know, some streamers have tiny creatures at the bottom of their screens, like Pokemon or Junipos. This model seems perfect for that. It kind of does, yeah. I do like this little guy quite a lot. I'm finding that I have a fondness for little fellas. Desktop pet jelly. And then what I'm thinking is that let me snag this real quick. Control C, and I'm gonna paste it over the screen layer. Why is that not working? Oh, right, because I copied and pasted. Right. What I'm thinking is to 1, 2, 3, 4. I would need to set it up in such a way that it can loop. Right? But you see the vision. How did I do it here? I think I set up a little section. Music keep playing, yes please. Alright. There's our paint colors. Take everything outside of that and delete it. Well, no, let's just delete all of it. I think we want it to be like this. Well, no, because if they connect together... I don't know what that just opened. Daisy chain them. Then we can take this, Control C it, Control V it, like that. That works. Yeah. That works. Awesome. Control C, Control V, and we'll make a red version. Maybe separate them by one more pixel? You think? I agree. What the hell just happened? Why are there two of you? What? Oh, right, because I copied and pasted. Damn. Yeah, I think that would be better. And then make it red. Oh, what's my red look like? I want it to be like a suitably pale red as well to relatively match the yellow. Here it looks. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Need to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh boy. Gotta be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? No, that's not right. That's not right. This needs to... Why is that not matching up? Why is that not matching up? Is it matching up and I'm just going insane? Yeah, it's matching up. I'm just going insane. Sorry. So we'll start there. Okay. Okay, alright. I'm gonna save that. What now? Now I make frames. Oh, wait, we don't need a well, we do need a, no, we don't need a red version. We don't need a red version. Because when I blink and go red, the screen gets scrambled. When I blink and go red, the screen gets scrambled. What we can do for that, have a layer. Filter, other, random noise. Okay, well I need to color it in apparently and have some random noise. Right. Color it in like so. And filter. Where is it? Other, random noise. I don't really think that's just good. That's good. That's ready to ship. Well, I would turn down the opacity so that we can. Yeah, that's just good. And then the eyes would turn red. So that'd be what the blink looks like. I don't think we want to turn down the opacity. That's a blink. Looks like the Undertale color tile maze affectionate. Does. Alright, cool. We've got all our base components. Is this a beep boop robot or a bzz shh robot? Can it be maybe like a... Maybe one of those? Like a... You know? One of those. I guess it'd be closer to a bzz. Fax machine robot. Hydraulics, got it. Yeah, for sure. Definitely hydraulics. I don't actually know how... let's not try and consider how this works. It just does. Alright? Todd Howard taught me well. I love my little magnet hands. I like them quite a lot. Okay, so... You should be yellow. That should be closed. That should be like that. Okay, let's save you. And then what do I do? Then because I'm gonna need to make this. This has to work in Viato too. Hold on a minute. Wait. Let me. Hold on. Oh, it's so itty and bitty. Oh, it's so itty and bitty. Alright, hold on. Jelly. Put that in new model. Robot. Where's Robot? There it is. Jellybot. New folder. Jellybot 32. And we'll save this as the PNG version. And then... Let me grab him. Buried 5 folders deep. Robot, Jellybot. Oh, goodness gracious, it's so tiny. I can't even... It's so tiny. It's so itty and bitty. He's awesome. Okay, let's get a general idea of what it's going to look like whenever we scale him up, though. I mean, he's going to be... obviously, we just scale him up like that, he's going to be crunchy. But, like, this is about the size we're going to be shooting for. That's going to look good. Damn. That's going to look really good. Oh, wow. Okay, so one of the benefits of seeing it all crunchy like this is that I can see that, like, the like, shading that I did on the arms, like, works. Because when it's like I'm looking at it through a CRT filter, you know? How it gets blurry and, like, you see, like, the blending that was intended there. You can kind of see, like, the coils on the limbs, right? Wow, that's awesome. Holy shit. Gang, this art thing might be kind of fun. I don't know. Have you guys tried this? Have you guys tried this shit? Someone's got to put you onto this, man. Alright, now let's make him itty and bitty again so that he can fit on the screen. There we go. Even though this is still, like, way bigger than he's gonna... than his intended size. Like, whenever he came in, he was, like, this itty bitty. And even that's bigger because I can still manipulate the size. Look at him, he's so tiny. He's so teeny tiny. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. Now we need to animate it. So we need our frames. So we got to do there. Here's what I think I want to do. I have an idea. That is going to be fucked up because of how I did my layers. But don't worry about it. It'll be fine. I want... Oh, Christ. It's really going to be so fucked because of how I did my layers. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Okay. Here's what we're going to do.
Close your eyes.
No, we're going to keep them wide open. We need to see this procedure.
Feel alright. Just
Remove those.
turn me off through the night. Turn it out.
Where are the hands?
I feel good. 'Cause I just know feeling of you. Give it to me, baby. Feel alright.
Alright.
I feel good. Just want you step with me, dance with me, here with me.
Oh, what happened there? Oh, right. Okay. It's good. Are you inside of a group right now? No. Why is that happening then? Get rid of that. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. These are their own layer now. Their arms. Okay. Thinking we take the body. Shit, we gotta grab the screen too.
turn it out, close to you.
Shit, we gotta grab the lights too. Fuck. Arms are gonna go above everything else.
I just no feeling of you. Give it to me, baby. Feel alright.
That goes down first.
Just walk your step with me, dance with me, here with me, feel alright. I feel good.
That's gonna go there.
Alright.
Okay, so
To make a groove all night.
we have the body go down first. Right? The body goes down. Fucking damn it. Body goes down first, then arms and head.
Feel alright. I feel good.
I think that's too much work.
Just want you step with me, dance with me.
That's too much work for not enough impact. I think it's good. I think it's good if the head moves separately, but not the arms. All right. So now I need to actually save the animation base. Let's put the arms back together. Okay. So this is we'll save as what is this? This is closed 1.
Come to me.
Then we
Close your
grab the group. Grab this. Remove that. Move it down 1 pixel. And why are you doing that, sir? What's going on? Where are you from, mister? What lair did you wander in from? Why are you like that? That's better. Okay. File save as closed 2. Alright. And then grab the head. Move it down as well. Closed 3. Undo all of that, put them back in position, and then we open my good friend GIF maker, easygif.com. My good friend. Stream assets, go to jelly, new model, just to test how it looks before we do it on all the other versions. So closed 1. Closed 2, closed 3. Hold on. I just had an idea, but it will require him to be 1 pixel shorter. We'll try it. Hold on. Hold on. We'll put this together real quick. Hold this for like 60 as opposed to 20 on the others. Never mind, it doesn't need it. It doesn't need it. It doesn't need it at all. It doesn't need it. That looks really fucking good. I'm not... Gang? That looks really fucking good. Hold on. Jellybot, idle test. It's really tiny, so it's very hard to see. Okay. Let me get that in there. to Jelly, new model, Robert, Jellybot, idle test. Look at that! Look at that! That's like perfect. That's perfect. God damn! Wow. Fucking C8 coming in clutch with the idea to separate the head and the body during that bounce. Wow. That looks really fucking good. That's amazing. All right. Okay. Now comes the hard part. Maybe. I don't actually know. We have to grab this entire group and transplant him here. Jellybot 32. Look at him. Oh, he's so itty and bitty. Not necessarily a perfect little stylistic match, but I think we've definitely worked in the spirit of things. Yeah, the head is quite small by comparison, but I think that's fine. We've used up a lot more real estate for the body. I think that's fine. Oh my god, I took his flesh off. I was just trying to put him next to the sketch. Okay, so now we have to do something scary. We have to scale him up. All right. Original. Gizmo duck. Oh. Oh, I see it. I see the vision. The one wheel leg is quite nice. All right. We're gonna copy and paste you. And then we're gonna grab you. And we're gonna scale you. Probably like 400%. Oh, you're gonna need to get way... Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. We're gonna have to scale you like... We're gonna have to scale you again, little buddy. There we go. Well, now we've got a problem, because I don't know how much of this would equate to 1 pixel, huh? So should we do all the animations at the original size and then scale them up? Because now our pixels are fucked. Yeah, we have to do it at the original size and then scale it all up. Okay. Alright. Alright, we'll keep the original there then. Here's what we gotta do. We're gonna have to essentially save these as animation states in this. You cheat and make smoother animations with the higher pixels? I refuse. I refuse. Categorically, I refuse. All right. Let's see. We'll call this one closed. We'll call this layer above it, or below it, I suppose, open. Control C. Control V there. This is closed 1. Alright, then we grab you. This is the clerical work that's going to take a hot minute. Nope. Nope. Other way, other way. No, that's not quite right. Oh, because you're still there. Nope, not it either. There you go. Move that down by 1. Then fix this. And then we grab you again. We Control C. What are these? Oh, we can get rid of these. Control V the whole group. Flatten it. This is closed 2. And then we grab the head. Pull it down a pixel. Not like that. Control C. Control V. Flatten it. Closed 3. Music, where did you go? Oh, it just decided to stop the playlist. Awesome. Let's go for some more E33 first. Alright, so we have our closed animations. And we want a closed blink as well. Right? Yeah. Copy this. Then we gotta undo all of that. Make sure all of that was preserved. Oh, why are you off center? No. Why do you do that? 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 Rita, why? For what purpose was this done? Alright, those are all there. And then we need the quote-unquote blink frame where it glitches out. So there are the lights. Turn on the screen. And then erase that. Red. Alright. Then we Control C, Control V, flatten it, blink. Okay. That should work. That should, by all means, this should work. So now let's, I don't know, should we scale it up and test? We know it works. We don't need to test the animation again. I don't think we need to test the animation again. I think we're good there. I think that works perfectly fine. Now we just need to make the animation for the open chassis. Oh god. Should I stop doing the idle blob whenever I'm talking, you think? I think when I'm talking, the motion will be the screen filtering by, right? Because I don't think I, with the tools I have available, could have it bob up and down and have the screen filter by. I don't think that would be possible. Wow, this is just a mess. This is a mess. Bobbing will look weird while speaking. I think so too, yeah. Let's real quick make the blink version of this while we're still on this frame. Control C, Control V, flatten it, open blink. Make sure this is closed. Blink. Excuse me, sorry. Weird little hiccup. Then make this yellow again. What is going on? There we go. That's... No? Hello? Right. Fucking... How many times am I gonna fall for that? Then we go to the body. Do this. And then... I think, yeah, we save this as... This would be open 1, I guess. Open 1, and open is going to have quite a few more frames. Then we move this 1 pixel. And Control C, Control V, Control E, open 2. We keep doing that until it's back in the center there. C, Control V, Control E, open 3. I think it's going to be about 6 frames of animation total. Open 4. Should be good. Yep. That's the... What did we just do? This is the next one, okay. The Control V. Open 5. Grab the screen. Shift it 1. It's gonna be 7 frames of animation.
Les flocons de neige qui brillent dans le ciel.
Open 6. And then I think open 1 is back to... Okay, yeah. Oh, it's 6. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. All right. Then... I think we grab both of you. We're going to save this as, again, Jellybot 32.kra. And grab both of you, Control C, Control V you into the model sheet. The ittiest bittiest bot. And then I guess we just grab you both and scale you by what, 1,000? More than that. That seems about right, I think. Yeah, 1,500. Okay. Wrong. Both of you. There we go. Okay. There it is. It's kind of fucking awesome. All right. Save the model sheet. And now we crop it and get to saving our animation frames. Man, it's been way too long since I last did an art stream, man. I forgot how much fun these were. I do need to update my playlist for sure, though. I feel like the playlist is getting a little stale, at least for my tastes. Alright, and then save as, go to Jelly, new model, Robot, Jellybot. PNG, this will be closed. We'll just call this C1. And save as C2. Save as C3. And then save as CB. We have 01 through 6. Nope, hold on, we fucked up. There we go. Save that as 01. As 02. As 03. Save as 04. As 5. And lastly, 06. Well, not lastly, because we also have OB. Ob. Alright. Now we make him into a GIF. That. C1, C2, 3, upload files. 60 delay on the initial frame. Save image as C idle. No, just closed. Then back to the initial one, switch to manually uploaded. 01 through 6. Upload files. And then upload one more. Do we just have those cycle on 20? Oh, that looks really good. That looks really good. I think have that cycle on 10s. Yeah. As open. All right, and then I shall return. Don't worry, the little buddy will keep you safe. Open. Okay. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Oh, that's so fucking good. God damn. Link duration. Yeah, have that be just a little bit longer. All that 250 milliseconds. Whole quarter of a second. Okay. Hey everyone. How's it going? Am I perhaps a little too itty bitty? Could I perhaps be bigger? This looks fucking awesome, man. I don't think I wanted to do a little bounce whenever I jump though. Let's see what that looks like. Just switching between them. I think it's better just switching between. Are there any effects that would be good maybe? Wave oh, I'm dangling. What velocity do? Oh, I'm adjusting the wrong things. I'm being dangled by my antenna. Make him spin. Wee! On the fucking swing set. Awesome. Period offset? What does that mean? Interesting. Reset wobbling more? Wobbling. Oh, I didn't know they had presets for this. I might be able to use some of those. Hold on. I think I do want a little bit of a random move. Vibing? No, not so much. Shaking? Less. I want it to have like a slightly... Is that too much? With a little shake. Is that too like visually distracting? Because I kind of like the like engine rumble feel it gives to it a little bit. How do we feel about that? Am I blinking too often? I think so. Where's my blink? State properties. I want it to be very infrequent. He looks scared. Oh no. Maybe when I talk? Maybe just when I talk? So there's still a little bit of movement. Oh, I think I like it just whenever I'm talking. I like that a lot, actually. I like that quite a bit. That's awesome. Damn! Another great model! Holy shit! God damn, man. This stuff is fun. Looks like the speakers are shaking the whole bot. The very, very slight vibration is really good. Damn, I can't believe Merrick's prediction came true. Another banger. Awesome. Awesome. All right. We are about 2 hours into stream. I said that I wanted to do some sketch requests, so I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna get some water. We'll set up, and then I think I'll probably pick like 2 or 3 of them from the list. And by pick, I think I'll just go down the list of the ones that have been redeemed. Set up a scram bet, yes please, yeah. And then I will return momentarily. See you in a bit, folks. I'm back. Hello. Hi. Probably a bit longer of a break than usual. Nothing wrong with a little 10-minute break. We were a little overdue, as it were. Let me get Chandle and Scrandle open. There's Scrandle. And then we have, I think I'm going to shoot for, I would say 3 to 4 of our sketch requests. Sounds reasonable. Sounds within the purview of my abilities. And with the sketch requests, I am specifically going to go in chronological order. So earliest redeem first on that one. For now, though, channel time! Oh man, this model looks good. I will say, there's a slight problem with it feeling like the arms on a dark background sort of, like, disappear a little bit. Is anyone else seeing that? It makes it look like the arms are a little short. That's probably not. That's probably fine. It'll be fine. At the moment, not really. Okay, well then we're good to go then. It could just be the contrast of my monitor. That's just part of the art style, I think. Fair enough. Fair enough. I won't complain. If you don't see it, I don't see it either. Alright, so we got nothing. Nothing to start with. Let's go for Wheelchan, perhaps? Ooh, okay, Wheelchan has more than Saito. I did not know that was the case. But it is 2023, not a Stream Chan. Stream Chans are really hard to pin down. Okay, let's see here, let's see. One Art Enri. Is it a one fan art Chandy? That's the question. It's from 2023, less than 9. You know what? Let's take a shot in the dark. Dual shotgun Chan. No fucking way! No fucking way! No fucking way was that it! Holy shit! Wow! Oh my god! Holy fuck! That's insane. That's insane. I'm telling you right now, if I didn't guess that just randomly off the rip, we would have had to give up on this one. We straight up would have had to give up. Because this Chan has only ever been drawn one time and is the only Chan ever made for Armored Core. And is also the only Chan ever made by ALP. This is literally, this is the dead end of Chandel. There are no other links to this aside from one fan art in 2023. You are the youngest person ever. If you got the hints, you would have gotten it. That's true. If I went to hints and I saw it was Armored Core, I actually would have gotten dual shotgun. You're right. Now that I think about it, it's not that much of a dead end. If I got a single, I wouldn't know who ALP is. But if I got Armored Core, it would have been an instant dual shotgun Chan because I know she's the only Chan from Armored Core. But holy shit, what a soul read! God damn! Wow. It's actually easy, barely. You know what? It's just the odds of getting that like that. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I'm the fucking Chan whisperer over here. God damn. I make this shit look easy. Anyway, can we choose it? After a performance like that, I certainly think we scran. PNG Juniper came out awesome. The heart rate monitor goes wild. Thank you, Hasaniko. I'm really happy with this. It feels like the perfect little pixelized version of my robot model. I'm really, really happy with how it came out. Yes, we scran. Let's get in there. Tuck in. All right. Beef makunochi bento. Or reggae wings and peri chips. This is, dare I say, the final boss. I know it's, if this were an actual round of Scrandle, this would be lethal. This is the final boss of Thing Japan versus Chicken and Chips. This is maybe one of the, like, I'm glad we don't have to pick, like, I'm glad this is a bonus round, because if this were regular Scrandle, we'd be fucked. This is probably a 50-50. Right would ring because of the random ass peas. Oh, the peas on this one. It's like stir fry. There's got to be peas in there. The scrambled eggs on top of the rice are really not. The more I look at this, the less I like it. But it's Thing Japan, so it would score high. I would go right though. I would go right for sure. All right, lock in. Lock in. Is it Friday? Is this a Friday scran? It's Thursday. It was only 15 minutes. Hold on. 5, 7. Okay, no, this is Thursday. This is Thursday. It's not Friday. I got scared that it was just going to be pie today. This is way too expensive. That's 20, absolutely not. $20 American Pie. Fuck off. Big Burger. Big Burger has aura. Big Burger has aura, dude. Holy shit. Big Burger. Big Burger for sure. Oh, no. See, here's the problem. If you didn't split... If you didn't, like... let the night spread out like a patient etherized upon a table with this fucking burger here, this would probably be a pretty good-looking burger, all right? But unfortunately, you've given me the horizontal cross-section. Brownie. 56? That's crazy. Left. It's not the foreskin dog. Left. I'm sorry. Are these... Did you dye sesame seeds to make savory fruity pebbles? What? Those are sesame seeds. Why are they multicolored? Okay. I think these win. But only because this looks insulting. This looks like something I would see on Pub Subdle. This probably costs $70. Hot honey. You're right, but wow. I'm just full of them. Right. Oh, fuck. Here, again, we have another problem where this would have been a perfectly fine burger, but you scalped it. You tore its head open. Right. Wow. Fuck, this is so fucked. This is so fucked. Is this Scran? No. This could be Scran, but you fucked it. You've improperly put all of your toppings on the hot dog. You have everything correct, you just did it wrong. Dog debuff. Fuck! Fuck! Pizza. Die Typhoon. Or Din Typhoon. Fucking damn it. Oh my god. We could have had a perfect Scran. We could have had a perfect Scran if not for this fucked up 50-50. God damn it. Oh my god. How is this dog getting... Like, how is that possible that it's rating this high for a dog? That's crazy. An American hot dog rating this high? That's unheard of. Big Burger. Big Burger has immeasurable aura, man. It's a damp duck burrito dog. Okay, you gotta think about it this way. You have to think about it this way. All right? I've gotten a burrito from Chipotle before. Okay? And if I were to fully unwrap the Chipotle burrito, it would probably look pretty similar to this. That's not a burrito, it's a wrap. They are visually indistinguishable from one another. It is burrito presenting, shall we say. But like, I'm looking at this, and I'm imagining other wraps and burritos I've had, whatever the fillings may be, whatever the flavor may be. This is really a choose your own Scran on the left. This is the loot box of Scrandle. It's just a tortilla filled with something. What that something is, you don't know. It's also twice as expensive. It's sub 10 pounds, therefore the price doesn't have that much of an effect. It's an acceptable loss, I suppose. This was a 50-50. This pizza looks vile, by the way. The only reason it lost is because it was against the charcoal burger. All right? This looks disgusting. This looks like Pillsbury cinnamon roll icing on top of a pizza. Vile. And then these are just the saddest nachos I've ever seen, man. They're so sad. Whereas this Din Tai Fung actually looks pretty good. This one would probably win if it didn't cost 20 pounds. This, however, I'd eat this. This is just grand for me. I like the presentation of bowl, get the pie in there, get some mash in there, pour gravy over it. It's neat. It allows me to get a good portion of gravy with every bite. Gravy soaks into the mash, and you get to incorporate it. This is the ideal serving method, I think, for a sports pie, as it were. Pie with mash still doesn't make sense, though. You are doubling up on carbs, that's true. Because the pie is like, ideally, you're just kind of like adding an extra step there. Because you could just have the mash and then the filling from the pie, which is really just a stew, and then put that on the mash and put gravy over top of it. If I go to London, will you play London Pub Subtle on stream? You know what? I will. I will. As long as you're okay with stream knowing how exorbitantly expensive your company meals are. How is this only 56? This looks amazing. This makes me so sad. Alright, that's today's Scrandle. 9 out of 10. If you want to talk about doubling your carbs, what's the main point of a Wigan kebab? I have been saying this, C8. The Wigan kebab is an affront to cuisine. I hate it. I hate it. Why put it in the bun when you can just hold it by the pie crust? It already comes with a bun. The bun is the crust. It doesn't make any sense. You're not adding anything. You're subtracting via addition. I gotta get him back here. Would you eat a cheesecake with your hands because it has a crust? Yes. Not only would I, Pub, I have. Thank you very much. Not only would I have. If it has a crust, you can hold it. What is functionally the difference between the crust on a cheesecake and the crust on a pizza? I ask you this. I ask you this. If you come to Chicago, I want to see you eat the deep dish I forced you to eat with your hands, and I will. I will. I think if you need to eat the pizza with a fork and knife, that's an alternative. All right. However, I do think you lose points. Isn't the deep dish basically soup in a crust bowl? No, it's got the sauce is the sauce is heartier, and the cheese is on the bottom. So the cheese is molten, and you cut into it, and you pull a slice out, and it just liquefies and spills out onto the plate. It's under the sauce. It's under the sauce. It's under the sauce. The cheese is under the sauce. Fork and knife Snickers bar. I think eating a candy bar with a fork and knife would be a funny bit. I'd do that sometime. The little heartbeat monitor looks really good on this small version. I also really love the vibration. I love the very slight vibration whenever I'm talking. Is really, really, really good. I'm glad I decided to play around with the other tube's little filters more. Right. So we have sketch requests. I want to know what's inside the art request loot box first. All right. So we have sketch requests. Here are the 3 that I think I'm going to get to today. Well, I have about an hour left. So we're gonna go for 3. Yeah. Here are the 3 that we will be doing today. Let me... Oh yeah, I put the shape guide on its own layer. Miscellaneous, we'll make a new layer here and call it sketch requests. How big do I want this to be? I don't know. We'll figure it out. And then we will make a new group, and this will be May 7th. You know what? We'll call it 05-07-26. There we go. Here are the 3 requests. We are hello? Oh, right. Oops. Oops. Grab this real quick. Again. We have first up, from Little Cactus, a possum, do you pronounce, is it opossum? Do you pronounce the O? An opossum being overwhelmed and screaming at the world. Lambda Delta in an HEV suit, that one's from C8. And Paradise Killer, Lady Love Dies, which is a character from Paradise Killer. Or so I'm told. That one's from Connie. So we're just gonna go down the list. Let me see what a possum looks like real quick. Let me get my references ready. Oh, they're such delightful little creatures. Look at this. Look at this sweet old lady. The O in front means it's respectful, like Ojo-sama. I see. Gotcha. Look at that. Look at this. Is there a large backlog of sketch requests? There are currently 8 of them total. 7 that are in my Twitch here, and then 1 of them from Cactus as a reward for the sewer escape hexahedron bounty. We got a little possum getting overwhelmed and screaming at the world, which, judging by reference images, they seem to do this quite often. They seem to yell quite a lot. Alright, grab my tablet. They are, aren't they? They're kind of awesome. You might even say they're awesome possum. I gotta get a feel for this creature. Oh, music stopped. Come back to us, music. I'm not loving the way that that's like the face shape. Hold on. We can figure this out. Oh, little hands. Just getting a feel for the creature. You see. And then when it yell. What am I missing? I'm missing like some angularity to the head, I think. Where's my eraser? There it is. Being very mouse-like. It's a delicate balance you gotta find when drawing rodents. I just had a little. That ain't a rodent, that's a marsupial. Fuck! I haven't maintained my delicate balance. He's sitting. See, he's sitting. The whiskers seem very important, I think. Also the very, very pink nose. Now it looks like a possum. This is a very cute little guy. Alright. You have it coming across like little. It's got to be the one little fang, like the two there. Because if I do more, it feels like little buck teeth. He's overwhelmed. I gotta use a different eraser. How are these? What's going on with these ears? They're kind of like that shaped. It kind of looks like he's happy though. Doesn't look very overwhelmed. They sort of... The legs are hard to figure out. They don't really have, like, dog leg. They probably do, but they don't show it. How do I make him look less happy when he yells? Oh, not quite. He looks like he's all for it. He's all for it. I do like this yell though. The mouth shape is difficult. Well, sort of turn into the Ruby emote, which I think is fine. Because they did use the Ruby emote in the request itself. I don't know why, but for some reason it feels like I can't nail down the opossumness with these shapes. I feel like I got it here. What is it? It's got a longer snout. Oh, let me post the Ruby email real quick so I can see how I did it before. I see. I know what I do differently. Why do I grab the whole thing? See, I'm trying to make that little triangle shape. But I didn't do that with the Ruby emote. It's the super big forehead. The forehead is pretty important. As well, yes. I'm just sort of making the Ruby emote, but a possum, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I do like this guy a lot. Oh, hold on. I'm feeling this a little. I was feeling it, but I'm not sure how to do the rest of that. They're very scruffy creatures. Could just do the sit. Oh, I do like the sit with the straight out tail. Okay, that's cute. I like that. Okay, we're on to something. This is the one. This is the one. They got pretty round noses. From the looks of it. Thicker brush. Let's be lighter. There we go. Now we're cooking. Tragedy has befallen. I know! What could have inspired such grief? Alright. I like their little fangs. Those are fun. Color that in a little. Then their arms are a little. Too. Seems like. Yeah. That's a good one. don't know what I'm trying to do. Just like vibrating. The creature. There's one. There's our possum being overwhelmed and screaming at the world. Oh, you stay. For those two, now you need to do Lambda, Delta, and an HEV suit. Oh boy. I don't... See, if you're here, what was the context of this? Is it just because the HEV suit has the Lambda on it? Is that it? Is that the full context of this request? Yeah, we got the good old HEV suit. Very angular. Yes? Awesome. Great. Nice. You know what? I like your style. Oh. And then, of course, our subject. We're gonna... It's just gonna be a pretty cut and dry little... Yeah, this one really explains itself, I suppose. This one makes a lot of sense. Oh my god, no. No. Put her back together. Alright. First we must draw the lambda. None of these are in the group. Get in the group! And then we must draw the delta. I think you should keep the shoulder puffs. You know what? You're a genius. I think you're correct. Eye shape. Seems like I would give her this kind of eye shape. There we go. Big stupid fucking smile. They do have the circle to them. I had like a process. Oh well. It looks like a ribbon, so I've done it correctly. Gordon Freeman's glasses are part of the HEV suit. You know what? You make a strong case. You make a very strong case. What kind of glasses does he have? Why can't I remember that? Oh, because I haven't played Half-Life. He's got big ones, okay. Alright. There we go. Alright. Oh. They're getting in the way of some of the finer details. It would seem. Okay, well, she's gonna have glasses, actually. We might be able to homestuck it. Give me a moment. I can work with this. She's got a very Dalmec expression right now, which I do think fits her. Howdy, hey, Walrus Raiders! Welcome, welcome! We're in the sketch request portion of our stream. Hope you're all doing well. Right now we're drawing Lambda Delta in an HEV suit. I'm looking a little wall-eyed there. As one exactly, as one does. I'm very dedicated to this eye shape. I'll figure it out. Howdy, hey. What were you playing today, Walrus? You still in FMV month for your regular streams, or...? There we go. That's what it was missing. A little... The scrunch. Secret Dead as Disco stream. Ooh. I really need to play Dead as Disco myself. I plan on doing so, but I'm gonna wait until the full release, as it were. I'm one of those people that when there's a game that I really want to play in early access, I just wait for it to fully come out so that I can play it like the full way through the first time. Because I know if I don't do that, I might not play it at all. Whenever the full version does come out. I gotta say, the glasses have really changed her vibe a little bit. That's fair. It's not a very long game, so I'd wait until release. The main mission, or the main reason to get it now, would be for the custom song upload. Ooh. Yeah, that was pretty fun in the demo. I loved the demo. A lot. I streamed the demo and had a fantastic time with it. I don't like this mouth. That's more lambda to me. There we go. Anyway, now we gotta do... all the levels are very fun. There just aren't many of them. That's about what I expected, yeah. Hence why I will be waiting until the full release. Good thing about the HEV suit is it's rather blocky. We can do a little some connect the shapes together type shit. We want the pool. Honestly, poofy sleeves take precedent over the armor in this case, I believe. They're not feeling particularly poofy. We go straight to poofy sleeve. Why is it erasing? Oh, I see. That's why. When was this requested? It says 4 months ago. What was I playing 4 months ago that spurred this on? We are making evil drawings today, yes. Sketch requests before we close out stream here. A little more definition there. Oh, no. Oh, no. There we go. Very smug. A snagger here, and I'm just gonna squish a little. It really does have these little like hip things on it. Her posture is so smug. Who does she think she is posing like this? And then obviously, it would return to the dress. Naturally. Naturally. Oh, I don't think. I think putting the dress there at the end ruins the vibes and aura. Actually. Who does she think she is? This post is made by Burn Castell. I think she needs the gauntlets, actually. It needs to be functionally the same, except it just has the poofy sleeves for some reason. And then we refine. I don't even think this is the kind of glasses Gordon Freeman has. I've just gone big and square. We actually close one like so. We get an even more smug lambda. One moment, please. Alrighty. You're making her even more smug. Can we handle that level of smugness? I think we're going to have to learn. But also, I think we're going to revert it because I don't really like how it looks. I think the original eye shape looked better. Even though I fucked up the eye shape redrawing it. It's hard working with a small brush, which is why I'll continue doing it and never fix it or change anything. If there's a problem, simply learn to live with it. Everything is chronic if you try hard enough. This is your jelly advice of the day. Just tank it. Yeah, exactly. Simply learn to live with the problems of today, and if anyone tries to fix things, attack them by any means possible. Close it in. The beret is the only thing keeping her brain from falling out, I think. Worth the suit. Decisive angular lines. The blushes go over the glasses, perhaps a little offset. Maybe, but we're not trying to spend too much time on it. I'm trying to get better at my like real quick sketching. Largely with these sketch requests. Also getting better at using just the one, like no color here. Can be puffier, I believe. Like popcorn. She's battle ready. I'm glad you agreed because I think the puffs add a lot. They do. They add quite a lot to her smug aura, especially. Ta-da! Let me color in some parts here. I felt like it really brought it together. There she is. Hopefully this is to your satisfaction, C8. I'm quite happy with it myself. A suitably smug Lambda. And then I have to figure out who the hell is Lady Love Dies. Let us see who this character is. Paradise Killer. Ooh. Interesting. The fun design. Now she's protected from hazardous environments. I think she is the hazardous environment. I think the expression came out really well, actually. The glasses look really good on her. Hold on a minute. I kind of love it. Then we have Lady Love Dies. That's a very small JPEG. That's not exactly not quite my tempo. Let's see if I can get a better picture. Oh shit, she's got the Nintendo Switch. No way. Hold on. She's got the Nintendo Switch. Yo. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of flowing overlaps on this design. And here's... I don't know why. I should have just grabbed this one from the beginning. I'm awoken from my terrible slumber, but I shall return just as quick. Cactus! Your sketch request. Here you are. Here it is. Hopefully this is to your liking. Or, I suppose, to your liking of 4 months ago. There it is! He screamed. I hope this is acceptable. Anytime. Anytime. Well, you know, as long as you can fork over 25K. Lady Love Dies. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. We have her hair itself. Well, very good PNG tour, by the way. We'll watch the VODs. Gotta go. Have a good one, Cactus. I'm really looking forward to deploying this one for Cave Story. Should be a lot of fun. Right, so we got that. Then she has a scarf. Then she's got this high collared coat. Are the lapels different? Interesting. Are they different? They look like they're different. A little heart. Another big heart belt. There's big stocky sleeves that I quite love. The jelly default hand pose. And what is going on with this belt? What is going on with this belt? What the hell? Coat. And the scarf also comes... What? It comes out of the coat too? What? There's so much happening here. There's so much happening here. Oh. Not quite so thick. I feel like that is way too... Hair is always really difficult for me, I find. I really need to practice it sometime. I'm unfortunately an artist who has actually never sat down and just, like, actually practiced. I've had to force myself to do practical exercises and just draw a thing because I'm drawing it now. Little bottom lashes suit her pretty nicely there. There we go. There we go. Another smug character. I wonder if perhaps my audience likes them smug. Who can truly say? Down like, there we go. There we go.
Close your eyes.
What it's like for other people getting to see
Come to me.
my process for a lot of this stuff.
Feel alright.
Because I really do just wing it a lot of the time.
Turn it
Out here drawing fucking shapes, baby.
close to you. I feel good. 'Cause I just know feeling of you. Give it to me, baby. Feel alright. I feel good. Just want you step with me, dance with me, here with me, feel alright. I feel good on you.
You have gloves? She does have gloves.
Make a groove all night.
Jumping around from place to place in the drawing is not typical, though. I'm being a little insane with it today.
Close your eyes. Come to me. Feel alright. Just dance with me all through the night. Turn it out. Close to you. I feel good. 'Cause I just know feeling of you.
I don't know what I was trying with that.
Feel alright. I feel good. Just walk your step with me, dance with me, here with me, feel alright.
That's like weirdly jagged.
I feel good on you. Alright. To make a groove all night.
I like this cool. It's like melted gold, I think, is what's going on there. A lot of flowing elements to her design. It's very fun.
Feel alright. I feel good. Just want you step with me, dance with me. Feel alright.
Hide the other arm because we don't have to worry about that. And then in this hand, what will she be holding? We'll figure that out in just a sec, because I remembered I have to draw the lapel.
Close your eyes. Come to me. Close your
There's no way it's pure metal, right? That wouldn't work for a belt? I don't know. She has a little necklace that I haven't drawn either. I don't know how I'm going to get that in there without the lines being really messy, so let's not worry about it. I think from this angle, her other arm would pretty much just entirely be hidden, really. See a bit of shoulder peeking out, I think. I'm going to stand stuff like a Pokemon trainer a little bit, the way I've drawn her. Anyone else seeing that? God, I know what she's holding. Oh. I gotta change the angle of the arm for this a little. Music, where did you go? Where did the music go? Draw the best champ, Pokemon champ, Cynthia? But what about Steven, though? Have you considered my guy? The one time I've ever deferred to a man instead of a woman? And maybe in all of Jelly history, Cynthia's cool, but what about my guy Steven? Maybe Ace Attorney has changed. Right, she has the Nintendo 3DS, and you can't tell because she's covering up the camera with her hands. What's that? What's that? Oh my fucking god. She has a street pass. Holy shit. In 2026, that's basically unheard of. What the fuck? That's crazy. This could be the world if you just believed. And then color in a little. Fill in a little, really. But we'll do it to her hair as well, why not? Just to add a little more visual variety. Holiday soundtrack's making me nostalgic. Has it really been that long? It has been quite a while. It has been quite a time. There we go. There's our 3 sketch requests of the stream. Lambda in an HEV suit. Possum being overwhelmed and yet screaming at the world. And Lady Love dies. It was fun to draw her. It was fun to draw all of these. That was nice. 3 bad bitches. The little street pass. So fucking stupid. Right. Save that. Oh, hold on. Can't. Oh, okay, can't. Hold on. Almost saved this as a fucking PNG. Save as. Stream assets. Back to being a created document. Model sheet 2. Save over it. There we go. All right. Nice. Could not save. Unknown error. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh no. Maybe it's not all right. Saving document. 90%. Okay, we're good. Everything's okay. Perfect. And the stream music stopped playing once more at the perfect time because we're done for the day. That's all, folks. That's all we got in the tank. Who is live that we can raid? You know what? Backseat is live, and we very rarely get a chance to raid Backseat. So I think that we will do so. I think we're going to raid Backseat. /raid. I think it's Backseat Streams, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Backseat Streams. All right. That's going to be all for me this week, actually. I will be back probably on Monday for an early evening time slot, or early time slot, probably 12 p.m. EST, for the start of Cave Story using this new model we made today that I'm really, really happy with. I think this turned out really well. So I'm excited to use it in its prescribed context. Thank you all for watching. It's been a long time since we did an art stream. These don't usually get the same kind of viewer turnout that the regular streams get, but I really like doing them. So hopefully we will expect more in the future. Until next time, have a good one, folks. See ya.